Okay, so I started a full rental company where I do tents, tables, chairs, dance floors, linens, dishes. I do everything that a party needs, but you don't really need to do that. You can do bits and pieces. So today's video is about linens. You can start a linen company with no money, and if you live in a metro area, it'll probably be better, but you can do this anywhere. Basically, most rental companies don't own their own linens. It costs way too much. My first year doing it, I priced out all the linens I would need, all the different sizes, all the different colors for every single bride for that summer. And it was about $200,000 to buy all those linens. My friend told me that there's companies, national companies, that will mail rental companies linens for 7 days. And you pay their fee, and you just make your charge larger. And so you don't lose money, you make money, and you can service every single bride. You can give them any single fabric, color, style, size. You don't have to make the investment. So they have lots of options. They can get any linen that they can imagine from you, and you can just fulfill their needs. There's all these places around. I'm in New York, so I use two different ones. I use A1 Textiles and Ultimate Textiles out of New Jersey. I get what the bride wants, her sizes and color and fabric style. I know what prices they are that I have to pay Ultimate Textile, and then so I charge the appropriate price, and I put the order in. I get them when I want. If the wedding is on a Saturday, I usually get them in on Wednesday, so they'll ship out on Tuesday, be to me on Wednesday. We're usually setting up a big wedding on a Wednesday, so we bring the linens then. They come all pressed, all clean. If they're colors, they generally match. Like one of them wasn't washed 10 times more than another one. They're all the same color, not faded or anything. They come on hangers and bagged. They come perfect, and very rarely do they mess up. And then they get to use the linens for their Saturday event, and then we come Sunday or Monday, take it down. We box them back up. Actually, the one I use more often, Ultimate Textile, has a bag, a big bag that you just put them in, and you put the shipping return label, because they give you a shipping return label, and then you send them back. So you've made that bride happy by giving her great, amazing things that look perfect, are ironed and cleaned. You didn't have to do any investment. You just had to pay your rental fee to them, and then you charged more of a rental fee. So like, for instance, Ultimate Textile, I get set up with them, and they send me a swatch book. Right here I just have the basic polyester swatch book, because that's what mostly goes out. And then I have all the prices for these. Say the bride needs to cover a 5-foot round table to the ground. That's a 120-inch round. Their price for poly is $9.95 for a 120-inch round. I charge $18. Say a 90-inch round for them, which would be on a 5-foot round table that would go halfway to the ground. They charge $5.85 for that. We charge $15 for that. A 90 by 156, which would be on an 8-foot table all the way to the ground on all sides. It's kind of expensive. It's $15.15 from them. We charge $21. And they've got chair covers, they got chair sashes, they've got square 54 by 54, that's like a table topper, 72 by 72, 90 by 90 are all table toppers, just drop varying lengths, 60 by 120, which is half length on an 8-foot or 6-foot banquet table, 90 by 132, which is full length on a 6-foot banquet table, all sides, 90 by 156, full length on an 8-foot table, 90-inch round, 96-inch round, 108-inch round, 120-inch round, 132-inch round. They have the skirting that goes around the tables with the Velcro clips. They've got runners, 13 by 108, and they got napkins, 20 by 20 napkin. So they charge 23 cents a napkin to me. I charge 75 cents a napkin to the customer. Actually, I think we're at $1 a napkin to the customer. You don't need any money to do this. You could start advertising this on Craigslist or Facebook or anywhere else that you don't even have to pay for the advertising. People call you, you show them your swatch books, show them all the different colors you have, all the different styles. They tell you what they need, and then if you don't know the prices yet, you can call up the company, Ultimate Textile, A1, or you want to find one that's close to you, about a 1-day ship, and they're all over the place. Those are just the 2 that I know because they're the closest to me. So you get the prices from them, and then you figure out what you would need to increase your rental price by so that you make money. You also have to take into account the shipping. You do have to pay the shipping on it. So even though linen might be $10 from them, if you're only ordering 1 linen, the shipping may be $20, there and back, $20 total. So that linen will cost you $30, that 1 linen. So that doesn't make sense. You want like a decent size order so that your shipping is, I think shipping on like an order of like 5 boxes of linens, like a full wedding, like 25 120 inch rounds, 10 90 by 156s, 200 napkins, and a few other things will probably be 4 big boxes, and that's around $75 to $100 in shipping. So you have to take that into account too. You can't just be a few more dollars than their prices, because the shipping is going to eat away that. So in the end, I make about 30% on every dollar. So if I rent out $100,000 worth of linens to my end customer, that means that I have spent $70,000 with Ultimate Textile and I have made 30. But that doesn't sound that great, but it's basically free money. You don't have to clean it, you don't have to store it. You get all the options, you get all the colors. You don't, like I said, you don't need any money to start this. The customer puts in the order, they'll give you can require them that they have to pay in full 2 weeks in advance. So say their order comes out to $1,000 based on your prices, that's going to be $700 that you're going to have to pay Ultimate Textile to get that stuff. If you do a 30% pricing model, you can do 40%, depending on your area. If you're in New York City, I imagine you're going to be a 50% margin or something. So you get the $1,000 in from the customer 2 weeks ahead of time, and then you put your order in with your linen company. You pay the $700, you get it, and then you give it to the customer, and they are happy. You get it back, and then you send it back. So you have $300 for doing nothing. You didn't have to use your own money because you had the customer pay in full 2 weeks in advance. You also have to cut their orders off at a certain time. They can't be changing their order up to the day before, because you want to make sure you're getting the orders in with the company. I like to get them in at least a week in advance, 10 days ideally. A lot of times we deal with a lot of caterers who put in orders almost last minute. So I will call Ultimate Textile and put an order in on Tuesday that I need for Wednesday, because the caterers, they just don't think like that. They just think that you can fulfill the order like that. You can if you're a 1-day ship away, but it's kind of a hassle, and you might not be guaranteed that they have the stuff. If you get the order in at least 7 to 10 days ahead of time, you're guaranteed to get it when you need it. So I cut all customers off from changing their linen orders 7 days out. We don't take the full amount 2 weeks ahead, because we got other things going. We got tents, tables, chairs. We've already taken a 25% deposit. They pay the rest when we deliver and set up. But you, with no money trying to start this, you can get them to pay in full 2 weeks in advance, so that their money is paying for your rental cost from your linen company, and the rest is all just pure profit. And then you can just keep doing this and doing this and doing this until you've amassed quite a bit of money, and then you can get into other things. Hope you like this video, and good luck.